What's going on, space engineers? Who do we have out there in the void of the chat space tonight? Let's have a little look. Howdy, guys. Oh, howdy. How we doing? I see. Tenable Target, Darkstorm, Dunhyko, Sky King, Soachas, Rotal, Gunnar Westwall, Aveness, Commander Shepard, Derpius Turtle, Jim Fingers, Karmuk, Kianata. Welcome, welcome, Silverbane. So, back with another Devs Lost in Space. Now, we've had a slightly different schedule the last couple of weeks. Last week we had Marek and Olga on for the tour of the office, and if you guys missed that stream, I definitely recommend checking the VOD. To kind of catch up what we got up to. It was basically, you know, we walked around the real Keen offices and compared it with two versions that are being created in Space Engineers. It was a great time, and you know, afterwards we interviewed Marek and sat down and had a chat with him about various topics. So definitely last week was awesome. And the week before that, of course, we released Heavy Industry. So yeah, so definitely it's been a great kind of couple of weeks seeing what people have been up to. And today I have a community announcement, something really cool that we're going to kick off in just a little bit. And we're also going to do some Q&A because, of course, we haven't really had much time for Q&A about SE because of the kind of 2 busy weeks. So we're going to do today kind of a Q&A and showcase an announcement stream. And then next week, I'm 70% certain that we have a modder interview lined up next week. So that'll be exciting. What about Bob, Savage Oxygen, Sugarfett? Welcome, how you doing? I'm just going to say for the record, I was out of line yesterday when I implied that this was not a regular vote. They have done a good job being here every single Thursday. There you go. Yeah, Stardrive. I mean, we missed a couple. I was away one week, and another time I think I was sick. But it's been a pretty good run with these weekly streams. And yeah, I'm glad, hopefully Stardrive, I can address some of your questions here today. What time is it now? Okay, we'll wait a couple minutes here before we announce the community announcement here. And for now, we can jump on a server. There's a showcase server set up. It's called Showcase. And once again, I have to apologize, guys, because I haven't been feeling amazing, actually, just second half of today, and I suddenly feel a bit sick in my stomach, so I don't quite know what's going on. But I was like, nope, we can at least do a short stream here today and get the announcements done. But yeah, I haven't been in the best physical and mental state of recently, unfortunately. Just one of those. The roller coaster of life, you know? Railroad, how you doing? Good to see you as well. Mystery Man, howdy. Oh, is this a space? Oh, it looks like we're going to be doing a space showcase then. Because we normally do showcases on planets, but it's actually been a while since we did a space showcase. No. We're back on YouTube next week, actually, Sugar. We'll be back on YouTube next week as well. One of the things was a mistake. I have the profile wrong. Oh, it's frozen up, actually. Right, OBS is having a little bit of a funny time here. So if the stream looks choppy, it's not the game. It's the stream is at 30 FPS rather than 60, which is kind of unusual, so you have to excuse that, and unfortunately I can't fix that without restarting the stream, so it's very annoying, because obviously we have, but wow, look at this. Oh my goodness. And this is why I think it was good that we're here doing a space showcase, because look at this. We'll get stuck into this in just a second here. Good to have you with us, Railroad. It's awesome to have you with us in the chat today. So just before we jump into the showcase, we'll let some peeps paste some stuff in. In the meantime, I can take some questions from chat. No, I know. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that, Dan. As like I said, we'll be back on YouTube next week, or back on both next week, should I say. So apologies for those who may prefer watching on YouTube and stuff. Okay, that's good. Okay, I've got the chat increased in size. I got a good visual there. Let's have a look. I'm not at the office. No, I'm back at home now because for these kind of streams, currently it's better to be at home. I have the green screen and stuff at home and so on. So, I mean, I can set up something for the office potentially, but for now it's definitely nicer to have it here. Wow. Oh, space. Is that a SpaceX barge there? Yeah, I got some ED stuff in here. Okay, so on the half an hour mark, in 15 minutes, I can already tell you what it is. We'll be announcing a brand new contest in Space Engineers. And it is going to be focused on what we basically... I think we're good to go, Aaron, on that. Basically, it's going to be to do with the most recent update. So I just have to grab a quick... Okay, ready. Great. So we can launch any second here. So we'll wait for the half an hour mark and then we'll get this show on the road. And apologies to Aaron as well because I have it in the calendar that we start these streams at 6. And I think it was initially at 6, but the last kind of couple of weeks we're doing it at 7. So I should probably update that calendar. I think 7 p.m. is probably a better time because it's a bit later for the Americans to get on and join us. So questions. Is it getting the community to fix bugs? In what sense? I mean, there was a hotfix just dropped the other day, I think. And, you know, the community definitely assists in, you know, reporting bugs that we find, that you find. And that actually helps us on a big time. Okay. I have a question. Why isn't SE letting me add more blueprints? What platform are you on, Scotty? Because if you're on Xbox, I feel like that might be something to connect it to the max size that Microsoft gives players per game. I could be wrong, but I feel like it might be connected to that. If that's that. In theory, if there was a Space Engineers 2, how much would it differ from the current game? What kind of features do you think we could see? Fluids and fluid mechanics? Planetary orbits, largest sandbox? Well, if, in theory, there was a Space Engineers 2, I mean, you know, it would have to have, I think, a lot of those you know, big features that players have been hoping for, you know, be it fluid mechanics or... I mean, for myself, when it comes to planetary orbital mechanics, I'm a bit torn on it because, in general, in Space Engineers, the dream would be to have like full-on Kerbal, like ultra, like super realistic orbital mechanics. But actually, I'm not sure for SC if that is the best way. I think it may be better if it was more just like you know, planets were placed in a kind of I'm looking for the words here. Placed around a sun, and their positions are more realistic, you know, based on a real kind of solar system. And maybe the planets would spin on their axes. But I think if everything in the game is orbiting something else, it can actually get very complicated, and that's not like necessarily a bad thing, but it does change the focus of the game. It can change the focus of the game. So I'm not actually, even myself, fully sure if I'd want full-blown. Like, don't get me wrong, I love orbital mechanics in some games, but in SC, if you were constantly moving, if everything in the world was moving relative to something else, it would definitely become a much more complex game to play. But that's just my opinion, maybe. Let's see. What was about that? Okay. So, yeah, what are you on there, Scotty? a minute. I wasn't sure which platform, but they act like you can't find... Oh, you're on PC. There you go. That's weird. That's really weird. It's about blueprints on PC. That should work just fine. Like sometimes you have to refresh it and it's slow to update the list, Scotty. But if you think that's a bug and it's happening just recently, definitely get that reported because I'm not sure about that. Let me scroll down here. Multiple grids in the future. So subgrid projectors. Yes, a big request, railroads. I don't. It's like it's definitely something that's been discussed. It's not. I can't say if there's anything coming right now for that, because there was always like it's been done, but there was always some technical reasons why the guys wanted to, you know, avoid it for now, or like at least until there was really a solid method of doing it. But it's definitely one of the bigger ones for those creators who really build some complex builds. There are 3 to 4 bugs which kills the game for me. Targeting by the character is always off. It's terrible. Second, not being able to jump over small bumps walking on a ship. You just jump up and not forwards. Okay, that's okay. And third, the big ones, ships which are powered off and have no rotor pistons just randomly start slowly spinning. This topped me playing years ago and it's still present. I had to do with wheels attached. The jumping thing, that can definitely be because of desync or something like that. When you jump up and you like jump, you kind of end up not moving forward. So I've seen it, but I'm not sure how like prevalent it is at the moment. As for ships that are powered off that are spinning, that seems unusual. Like subgrids causing grids to spin, I definitely know of when the grid's on, but when the grid's turned off, it being, I mean, unless there are some phantom forces that are going on with some collision boxes and it's like trying to go, but it shouldn't when it's off. So I don't know about that, Zeph, but it's yeah, it's annoying. It can be annoying there. The character targeting by character, that I'm not so sure about. Like with weapons, you mean? Okay, I'm going down. I'm very far behind the chat, so you guys will have to repeat some of the questions if I skip over it here. Okay. How you doing, Silent Fighter? What's new in the world of Keen? Well, we're about to look at this showcase here, and I've got a new contest to announce today. Oh, cool. Look at this. Got like a red barn here with those new beam blocks. So it's been a couple of weeks since the update dropped, guys, and maybe now you could say, what is your favorite block, new block that came in the Heavy Industry update? Out of interest. Let's see. Struts, you mean the beam blocks? We got the... This is actually... I thought this was columns, but it's actually the tubes. A brand new vibe in here. Brand new vibe coming on from this this kind of barn here. Okay. Why does the refinery sell like a bowling alley? That's a good question because I know exactly what you mean, Star Driver. And I had never really thought about it as a bowling alley, but it does have this like... There's a history behind a lot of the sounds in Space Engineers. And I'd be really curious to know... exactly what... Because I know that some of the sounds have some really interesting stories, like, our sound guy was making some weird noise and it, somehow manipulated it and kind of converted it into something usable in game. But I don't know about it, honestly. Okay. Performance, Warpig, is always being... We're always looking at performance. It's an ongoing mission. It's, and again, if you look at the game 2-3 years ago and you play now, the amount of stuff you can do in the game is definitely increased. So it's not like it's always a long road. And of course, whenever the game is optimized more, people build up to the new limits. And then it's like, why is the game unoptimized? Optimize it more, builds more. Why is the game? You know what I mean? It's a never-ending battle. But the guys are always looking at ways to optimize. So lots of good vibes for pipes. Okay. Damn, that's a huge barn. Question for PC, and maybe one of the few to use all the toolbars. 1 to 9 with new block additions. Could Keen drop a quality of life for addition of toolbar 0? Well, hold on a minute. Let me think. Oh, I see. Like, control, yeah. That wouldn't be bad, would it? Because obviously 0 alone always lets you, like, unequip a block. But having control 0 be like an additional, an additional to give you basically, toolbar 10. That anyone else in the chat down for an extra toolbar? I mean, honestly, I never use more than like 5, I think. But again, I'm not the biggest of builders. So I guess those who really trying to optimize your toolbars, every toolbar it helps, right? Columns, pipes, and girders, awesome addition. Toolbar 10, yeah. I use 9 toolbars. There you go. Even 2 would be enough. Let me know in the chat, how many toolbars do you use on average when you're like playing Space Engineers? Are you someone who has 1 toolbar and just keeps swapping stuff out? Or do you use the max? One. 3 to 4. 1 for building, 2 for emotes. All of them. Every single one. Okay, damn, we definitely got Smoky, official Keen designer. All of them. Interesting. You use 3 and swap out items. It definitely makes sense to use all of them rather than swap them out, but I don't know. Maybe there's another reason why you might not swap them out like that. Okay. Let me let's have a look at this Elite Dangerous station, because look at this, the greeble in the details. Let's fly in here, see how it feels. Yeah, this is I mean, ignore the light flickering, but this is a pretty legit vibe here. You got the docks there, all around. Very nice. Who made this? The derpiest turtles inside here. I'd love to know who made this one. I can maybe check the... No. No owner, maybe. Let me just... It should be there. No owner. Interesting. Okay. It's on the workshop. Is it on the top of the workshop at the moment or something? I wish I could save my toolbar between worlds without messing with files. Anyone else would like that as a quality of life improvement? I mean, you'd want to like have a basically toolbar config. You wouldn't want it to be automatic, because some worlds you actually probably want different toolbars. You don't want to actually have them like, you don't want it to stay the same in every single world. You probably want it to be like, get into a world, load up a toolbar config or something. You know? Thanks, Climb. Climb's got a link for us in the chat there. If you're interested in this Elite Dangerous station. Okay. Customizable world system yeah, definitely. I know you guys love what other presets would you like to have? I feel like there's others. I mean, now we're going on to those quality of life things like GPS folders. What's the other one? What's the other folders? That's always there's GPS and the other one I forgot now. But it's stuff like this, right? Economy stations. This would be actually really cool. This belongs to Chopper Joe's. Chopper Joe here. Very nice. Okay. You put power on 9, weapons on 8, armor on 2 and 3. A toolbar configuration for a rover. Flying and base building would be amazing. Color palette. Oh, color palettes. That's it, isn't it? Being able to load up a color palette. You know, if you're working on a certain fleet that has a set amount of colors, that's another one, isn't it? How would you recall and save the toolbar? I don't know how it would look. Like, I guess... Yeah, I don't know how you do it. There'll be a new interface, and it's like you'd have to press a button or a key combination to bring up a toolbar loader or something, and you can have like my classic survival building. And someone's actually mentioned you guys have different toolbars, you know, for creative and survival, right? Some of you might use more toolbars in creative, for example. Especially like in survival, you spend a lot of time like working on maybe just like the conveyor network or something. You just have all the conveyors and all the like industrial stuff, and then later on you go do a pass. So whereas in creative, because you're doing things much quicker, you probably like end up needing those items quicker, right? Yeah, Control 0 could be the toolbar loader. Who knows, Pack Rat? We were just saying about toolbar 10 missing, so yeah. So it's a great idea for a quality of life thing. That's great. Okay, guys, we can come back to more questions here, but we have time to announce the next SE contest. Whenever you're ready, Kianata, hit that button and I'll get it up on stream here. Let's have a look. SE Modder, welcome. Just gonna wait for that. $32 gig of RAM. How big are your worlds, Warpig? I've seen a lot of RAM usage in my day in SE, but I've never seen... Oh, well, I'd seen 32 gig for like... It was a long time ago when we were experimenting with planets, and we actually... This was like back in 2015 when I first... It was a couple of weeks after I joined the, the company. I remember one of the programmers basically tested loading in a planet the size of the actual moon, you know? And the actual... I forget, I'm not sure how many kilometers that is. And I remember we had to wait like an hour for it to like load or something. And when it loaded, it built up to like, 32 gig RAM or something crazy like that. So I'm pleased to, oh, there it is. I'm pleased to announce the War Production competition, guys. Let's get that up on the stream. Here we go. So this is a screenshot competition. We're going to go through this here. Hello, engineers. We are excited to announce the War Production screenshot competition. When Wool calls, industry answers. With the recent release of Heavy Industry Update and DLC, we've seen an incredible response to the art style and theme of the new blocks featured in this update. The official scenarios made by our team have also been very popular, but we now look to the community to unleash their creativity using the same theme. This competition gives you a chance to showcase your design and engineering prowess. Winners will receive gift cards, game DLC keys, and engineers sets as prizes. On top of that, some screenshots may become official loading screens of Space Engineers and or canvas prints, which will be placed around the Keen Software House offices in Prague. Your entry could showcase a futuristic factory, a huge mining complex, and a moon crater, or maybe even an army of mechs fresh off the production line. The choice is yours. So, starting today, and you guys have got 1 month for this competition. Maybe we'll extend it. We'll have to see how it goes. And yeah, this is just kind of the summary, and it will be announced with Natik, our lead artist. And I actually hope to get... I've also got the guys, the designers, both Smoky and Aragath. I would like them to also be judges for this, because they know a thing or two. This glorious screenshots here are all by Smoky, for example. So there's going to be the top 3 entries of each category will be chosen by the Keen Software House team. So each player can submit 1 screenshot per category. The manipulation and enhancement of photos, like Photoshop, is allowed as long as it's the source of an in-game screenshot. Across all categories, we'll be looking for composition, colors, and story, and uniqueness of the shot. All screenshots should use official game assets only. The use of mods is only allowed in the specified category Heavy Industry in brackets modded. Screenshots must have a minimum resolution of 1080p, but the higher the better. 4K and above would be great. And again, you can use NVIDIA Ansel or the F4 screenshot functionality to actually allow, even if you have like a 1080p monitor, you can use this to take, 4K, even 8K screenshots. So really, definitely, guys, we really encourage you to take 4K, really. It says minimum 1080, but 4K is even better. So, some winners may have their images added as official loading screens or printed onto canvas and used around the new Orangery Keen Software House offices. So the categories, we have maximum machinery. There are situations where, simply put, more is better. Expanding facilities wherever and however possible, quickly reacting whenever bottlenecks occur. And you can kind of interpret these kind of quite broadly. you know, don't stress too much about it. It's just something a little bit different. We have industrial automation. While higher numbers and brute force often provide a result, it is often more useful and perhaps elegant, to work smart, not hard. Utilize the most efficient and advanced technological systems. Vehicles of war, be it spacefaring or on planet bound. The production of vehicles and other craft designed to intimidate your enemies or protect those in need can never cease in time of war. So this is called vehicles of war, but it's definitely, you know, this can be ships, this can be mobile factories, definitely anything that's industrial for the war effort. And is this? Yeah, that's correct. Next up, heavy industry modded. This can be content similar to any of the above categories, but also feature any of the epic mods created by the space industry community. So basically, this is just heavy industry. This is more of a general heavy industry topic, but it can contain whatever mods you like as well. But definitely should still be going for the same kind of theme. And finally, it's not a screenshot. We have a bonus category called industrial GIF/video. Maximum 20 seconds, and really just something. So sometimes movement is needed to best showcase a scene and its potential. Create a short GIF or video for that purpose. So, yeah, definitely. You can enter into every one of these categories, and technically you can win every one, or have, you know, come second or third. So you're allowed to enter technically 5 entries. But you can only enter one of each category. How to submit? So yeah, upload them to a media sharing site, Imgur, or whatever you need to get videos. I forget the best one for videos. For short videos or GIFs, Imgur works for GIFs, I think. But for videos, there's the what's that one? I think, is it streamable? Streamable or something similar to this. And then send the link with your screenshots to our email at press@keensoftwarehouse with the subject. I just need to change that. Actually, I think it's the blog post. Okay, just got to change the subject line there, Aaron, actually, real quick. I just noticed. Not this. It should be war production. I think that was something that's, yep. Work in progress. Yep, make sure you read the rules, familiarize yourself, look at these. Great stuff by Smoky should inspire you. And then there should be, 1 month of entry periods, and then 10 days following that, we're going to review all the submissions to ensure the quality and the rules have been adhered to. From the eligible entries, we will choose 3 winners of each category. The winners will be announced on Thursday, 23rd of September. Subject, I mean, this may change. We changed depending on how many entries we get, we might have to extend some deadlines. We'll have to see. But we'll fingers crossed, these will be the ones here. And the prizes. So some prizes, winners may have their images added as official loading screens or print on the canvas and used in the new Keen Software House headquarters in Prague. First place of each category will receive $100, a Steam/Xbox or a Zazzle merch gift card, copy of Space Engineers Ultimate Edition, and 5 skin sets. Second place will receive $50 of their choice of gift card, Steam, Xbox, or Zazzle. A copy of Space Engineers Ultimate Edition, PC or Xbox, and 3 skin sets. And third place of each category will receive $25, Steam, Xbox, Zazzle gift card, and you get the idea now. And 2 skin sets. So these are the prizes up for grabs, and this is for each category. So technically, there can be 15 winners. 15 winners in this contest. And then we have the terms and conditions, which if you guys feel free to read over there. So we have all those conditions there. But that is the latest competition. So get creating. I'm really excited to see what you guys will do with some, builds and stuff inspired by industry, the war effort, and all that good stuff. So there it is. Here we go. Do you guys have any questions about this contest? before we move on there. Best of luck, yes. I'm excited. I will be getting those emails, so I'll be reading how things go. Xbox players can, Xbox players can join. Again, I believe, on Xbox you can take screenshots. It's the same thing, you just have to take a screenshot on Xbox. I forget how you do it. There's like the game bar or something, right? And then you can upload those, send them to your PC or your mobile and upload them to Imgur or something. And then send an email. So Xbox players, this is open to all players. And I believe also if you're on a 4K TV or something for Xbox, it also, on like, a Series X or something. Although I guess, I'm trying to remember now if I've gone blank. Does Xbox support 4K on Series X? I can't remember. Posted to the Xbox Club. Great, Kianata. Fantastic. So, I mean, I appreciate for some people it might be difficult to do that, but that's why we do have a minimum resolution of 1080p. And it's great. So if you're on the Series X and maybe even the one, then you can get the 4K as well. So definitely open to all players. And definitely encourage you guys to go over that in detail if you haven't, if you missed something there. So submit them. It's all on the thing there. You have to send an email to press@KingSoftwareHouse with the subject line War Production screenshot competition or something, and then your name. And please make sure don't just, and we sometimes these competitions we get sent like we get sent like just an email with a picture on and nothing. So please do include your the category you're submitting for as well. So it's like that. Yeah, I believe there's also video on Xbox. You can also record on Xbox as well, so it should be fine if you want to make those short video GIFs. And the GIFs, of course, you can't create probably natively, but again, you take the video on Xbox, export it, and then you can convert a video into a GIF. Because sometimes GIFs actually, a looping GIF is actually nicer, It's something really mechanical. And obviously, we can't print a GIF, but after all, you can submit to every category. So you can have your main entry maybe be the top category, and then you can also have a bonus GIF as well. So, okay, so I'll take that off the screen now, and you guys can definitely read more into that if you're interested in getting involved. I'm sure it will be quite explosive when we, when after a couple of weeks or so. Someone's trying to trap me in. So yeah, any more questions here about the contest, guys? Should definitely be ways for Xbox as well to get involved. I mean, as for video capture on PC, there's tons of options. You can use, I think, both Nvidia and AMD have built-in solutions for recording with their software drivers, GeForce Experience and so on. And alternatively, you can use OBS. OBS is good for that. Does anyone use? Tell you what, I was going to say Fraps, but I don't know. Does anyone use Fraps? Because Fraps used to be like the recording tool of choice, even like all the YouTubers are using Fraps and stuff, but I feel like Fraps long past its peak, Yeah, Windows 10 and Windows 10 has a game bar built in. So yeah, even Windows 10 actually has built-in recording, so that's true as well. No, Fraps definitely eats space because I think it normally takes the default settings. I'm pretty sure it's uncompressed video. So Fraps, always had good quality, but it used to, definitely took up all the space there. So I'm moving around here. So really great design here. Love this Elite Dangerous Station. Let's have a look what else is being pasted in here. There's been a lot of stuff pasted in. We've got a SpaceX barge there. Very nice. Look at that. I'm going to move around to ASOG. Which one is this one? I know there's like, of course, I'm trying to think of the different names of the SpaceX. ASOG. Which one was ASOG? That's short for something, isn't it? On Xbox, after screenshotting a game, clipping a video, use the mobile app to save to your phone. So you can transfer your footage or screenshots on Xbox to your mobile, and then you can deal with it there however you want to submit it and stuff. A shortfall of Gravitas. Ah, shortfall of Gravitas. Is that right? Gravitas. Shortfall of Gravity? Okay. Gravitas. Gravity. The newest one. It's very nice, though. It's very, very nice. Is this the one designed for the heavy boosters? There's the super heavy. Because I know that the classic one was always square shaped. This one has more of like this kind of rounded shape going on here. So I'm just curious if this is designed for that. Gravitas? Okay, great. Ah, very nice build. Although I do recognize this from something. Is this an original build? Or I feel like this is from a show. Oh, this one's just a newer design. Okay, roger that. Man, I got bitten on my stomach by a mosquito of all places. It's really weird. Normally you get bitten on your arms or legs or something, but when I was sleeping last night, I got like this bite on my stomach. It's really annoying. So apologies. It's a random topic. It's suddenly flaring up now in the evening. Super Heavy's too big to land on drone ships. Of course, Super Heavy is going to be caught by the mecha arm, isn't it? Back on base. Back at base. It's a Gonzanti from Star Wars. Is it the one? Yeah, I was thinking that. Lamented. I was thinking that, actually. I was thinking it was from Star Wars. But I couldn't put a name on it. Right, what we got over here? Oh, that new, see the new hazard pattern in use. Very nice. The Royal Oak here. Also got those new hydrogen engines as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, is it, what's that? Oh, is it the color? Oh yeah, it's like painted like, oh, that's interesting. This is kind of like steampunky. It's like bronze, copper kind of pipes, I guess. Probably using the retro-futuristic armor, I imagine. That's really cool, though. Look at that. Wow, so detailed as well. With all this, you see the use of the beam blocks as well. Look at that. All those beam blocks around the engines there. That's really cool. Yeah, we're seeing brand new designs and vibes for ships, even now. Amazing. Beam blocks. Greebly. Fantastic. Let's see what else we got here. Beans. We have a fighter here. Okay. Another fighter. Retro-futuristic armor there as well. Oh, we got a Formula 1 car. Not the best time for that showcase. And also some containers and merge blocks. Very nice. Concepts of brick builders? I mean, I think Al Grumpy, you could apply it to any of those categories. Look up. I know, there's a lot of stuff to look at right now. I'm overwhelmed. Hold on. Trying to flick around these quite quickly. Digital camo ship here. I'm looking out for new blocks here. Yeah, they are nice car containers here. All right. Ooh, another kind of barn, factory storage area. Okay, so I'll be back in just 1 second. I gotta go grab something. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Yeah, back in like 2 minutes, guys. I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Great. I've been sent a link here. What's this about, Jack? Jack, should I join that link you sent me in a bit? Okay. What did I miss? Oh, nice. Look at that fighter. Wow. Closing canopy. Hey, Enra. Nice. Oh, it's a Mustang, isn't it? It's a Mustang. Very nice indeed. Look at that. Beautiful Star Citizen. What the heck is that thing? Something going very far. What is that? What is that? What is that thing in the background? Whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It's the path lock. Threw me off there. Wow. One awesome looking ship here. Look at that. Looking very nice. Industrial colors. The server's just called Showcase, I think. Showcase server. There it is. Some very interesting things being pasted in. We have a house here. Look at this. We changed the lighting here. Getting light out the front. Hold on. There we go. Okay. It's very cozy. Okay. Oh, look at that. Nice wood floors. Nice use of the windows with the half window. No, half cover wall. No, I forgot the name of them now. They work great there. Look at that. Like the wallpaper. Got some carbon fiber wallpaper. Got a big old bedroom. Nice. That's it's very small and cute there. Yeah, it's genius. Like, people have started using these a lot, and where are they? Yeah, these ones, the half windows. Placing them vertically actually looks really nice. There's some really cool factory stuff being built though. These new blocks. I love to see this. Love the use of the neon lights on the roof. This is fantastic. Again, using those same windows for same like half windows for like the big windows here. It looks great. It was like an unexpected thing that they're seeing these used like this actually in some of these ways. But that's Space Engineers for you. The community always uses you know, blocks in ways that we would have imagined initially, you know. Very nice. Caterpillar. So many great builds here. The Drake Caterpillar here. Wow. This is very cool vibe inside here. Those cargo areas. Look at that. I wonder if this is from the same person as the Mustang. So many builds pasted in now. We got some ground vehicles. Not the best day for showcasing ground vehicles, but they're here. Questionable design with a rover with blast door blocks and hangar doors. I can only assume a ramming rover there, but that's different, that's for sure. Rip using wheels as greebles? How come, Rodel? Oh, another big, kind of big announcement, I guess, if you guys missed it. And that was the hotfix. We changed the size of the collision boxes of windows and the steel and the armor plates. There was a big complaint about the new armor plates had some weird collision model, and that was changed. At the same time, Windows had been a similar problem for a long time, and that also went out in the hotfix last week, right? So hopefully that really has been useful for people, making builds much easier. You may have missed the news. Coming inside a little bit here. Let's have a little look. Lamented. Wow. Nice use of those pipes. This is really cool, though. This is like my first time experience. Like, it's a brand new kind of vibe. Just the last 6 months of like updates, the last 2 have added so much more potential for variety when it comes to ship interiors, right? Look at that. Retrofuturistic works perfect on these pipes here. Hazard paint as well. Looks like a Navy ship. I wish I could make interiors. It does. It is. I think, you know, some people do have a skill for everything, and others have, you know, a skill for, or like a strength in building exteriors and then hate building interiors. So there's definitely it definitely is not always easy. Actually, a lot of thought's gone into this. Those new passageways as well, working very nicely. We have an airlock here. There we go. Look at that. That's fantastic. Is this your build, Lamented? Getting some lag now. Something's going on outside. Maybe we could see this ship in the screenshot competition. Let me know in the chat. 07 in the chat if you're already planning to enter the competition. At least one of the categories. You know what's funny, actually? You never know what might happen, because I'm not sure if Smocky's still there, but do you guys know that Smocky, who works at Keen Software House now for over a year, I forget now, even 2 years maybe, and he built a lot of the stuff you see in the screenshots and in videos. He actually won screenshot competitions before he worked at Keen. I forget exactly. I think he won a couple of competitions. He won the screenshot competitions multiple rounds, I remember. But I think both the Ansel one and another one, I forget exactly. And he also won the video competition, which and his video that he made was something, I think it was called Imagining Space Engineers 2, and it had underwater stuff. It was super awesome, and you guys should definitely look for it on YouTube if you haven't. But that guy, he ended up coming to work for Keen and now makes magical stuff, so who knows what your cool designs may lead to. Hey, Smoky wants to enter. Anonymous account Smoky, maybe. Smoky02, no one will never know. I had you in mind for judging it, Smoky, but I know that might not be the same as winning it. Yeah, great. It's a really nice build, it Lamented. Very nice. I'm so sorry, guys, about the FPS. Like, it's, again, like, the FPS is fine. I'm getting, like, you know, well over 60. But the stream is just set to cap at 30, which is annoying, because looking at the stream preview, it looks quite choppy. But maybe it's okay as a viewer, I don't know. So very nice. So I'm now going to switch over to another server for another showcase here. Thank you to everyone who pasted their builds in. And I know I missed some, but we'll be doing more showcase next time. And now we're going to go check out a world from Jack, and it's another showcase here. So that's good, Kinata. Hold on a minute. What's the name of it here? I gotta... Okay, I'm joining. Okay. Okay, so we started out. Here we are On the look at this classic yellow. This takes me back. I haven't seen this in a while, actually. Anyone else feeling nostalgic? Anyone else have some good memories or bad memories in this thing? Damn, it's actually bigger, I think. I don't remember having it all this space inside. The windows, at least. All right, so Jack's telling me to follow him. So here we are on what seems to be the edge of a nebula. How you doing, Copycat? Welcome. Flack, welcome. Okay, so HUD on. Okay, got my HUD on. The edge of... Lightning storm inbound. What is this? Space weather. Wow. Oh, okay. Are we gonna go for a ride into the nebula here? Hold on, I need a... Whoa. And this is actually like a volumetric nebula, guys. If I zoom out here, this is part of Jack's nebula mod. You can see here, hopefully it's coming up on stream. And this actually moves, and you can fly through it. Jack, of course, was the one who made the weather mod, which later got implemented into the game. And while I can't confirm or, you know, I don't know anything about this, it would be cool to have nebulas in the game as well. And Jack, just a question for the chat: do you take damage in nebulas yet? Space is an ocean. Space is a murky pond. Nebulas where you can collect hydrogen. Oh, damage is turned off. Okay, but right now you just have like one nebula, right? Type of nebula. Or do you have... No, I feel like I've seen different colors before, actually. Okay, something just changed. I think maybe the density of it. Ion storm inbound. Electronics may fail. Radiation storm inbound. Seek shelter immediately. Oh, God. Okay, now come outside as a character. Okay, so we've got... All right. I'm outside. So it actually has the ability to affect electronics. Nebulas can affect electronics, but also have, like, serious amounts of radiation. And oh, hold on. I can't turn my dampeners on. Is that coincidence? Or is that actually my electronics failing? I don't know. Oh, okay, so ion storms disable your dampeners and jump drives. Oh, man, okay. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay. Messing around with your suit's electronics. Okay. Dampeners are for noobs anyway. You just play with no dampeners anyway, Brunette, for that ultra-realistic experience. That's great. And Jack, I assume the radiation one does damage to your character, right? That's the ion storm inbounds. You're trying to get to radiation right now. Okay. I don't know. Is it survival, right? So I should die still. Do they also disable gravity gens? Jack didn't mention that, but it'd be cool if it did. If you hit it suddenly, or randomly, right? It wouldn't be constantly like, just your electronics would be kind of like fighting against it or something. I don't know. Randomly start floating and then not. I don't know. Maybe that'd be too much. Okay, so I think it's on now, Jack, right? Okay, radiation storm's on now. Oh, I can see stuff. Okay. I'm not taking damage yet. Oh, we've got some game sound there as well. Oh, goodness. Need a lead suit. Oh, it's... Okay, so it's, we're in creative mode, which is why it's not working. But if you were in survival mode, this radiation storm would actually be probably slowly eating away at you. And I mean, threats. More in-world game threats is definitely something that I've seen people requesting, you know, a lot over the years. So, what do you guys think of something like this? Is it linked to the sunshine? Hold on. I'm not getting any radiation here. It is! If the sun can see you, you're in trouble, I think. Are you safe in a ship from radiation? Hold on. Yes, you are. But mate, if you stand in the doorway? Okay, so if you stand in the doorway, yes, but if you take shelter, I can, yeah, and obviously, don't know. Radiation and space engineers? Now I like it. So you can take shelter, and obviously in survival you'd be taking damage. So what this means is actually that you have to do minimal work outside in something like this. You have to rely on small grid ships and small grid ships to do work rather than like going outside and working, because in survival I'll be slowly dying now. So that's actually pretty nice. Oh, maybe the sun. Okay, let's try that. Jack, can you spin us around? If we see the sun through the glass, does that work? Just to show the stream. I'm curious if it works through glass. No, you're safe. You can see the particles hitting the window, maybe appearing coming in, but you're safe inside here. Oh, no, a couple of particles are getting me. Maybe like, you know, a couple are breaching, penetrating through the glass, so don't stand too close. But in general, it's okay on the ship. So, lead glass, yes. I'm getting a couple, you can hear it because a couple of those particles are hitting me sometimes, but on the whole, it's, well, so it seems at least in this ship, I'm sometimes getting hit, but not really. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Oh, now I'm getting a lot. My spectator's getting heavily hit by radiation now. Oh, look at that. Oh. Watch. When I come in, it gets heavier. Oh. That must be what Jack's doing. I don't know. It was working. It was like... The Geiger counter was going crazy for a second there. Now it's stopped. I don't know what that's about. I think he's he's disabled it now. But yeah, so it seems like it can also get, depending on how dense the nebula is, the radiation effect can be more intense or not. There you go. Jack, is this public yet, or is this still? This is still in testing. This is like a sneak peek for the community out there. So it's in development. Okay, so you guys can't get access to this right now, but soon TM, this can be in your worlds causing havoc for you. So Jack, thank you so much. I see some love in the chat, guys, for Jakaria and their awesome Nebula mod, which has been around for a while, but their new hazardous Nebula features. Very nice. Once again, our dampeners have been disabled. Makes things a lot more interesting here. Great stuff, Jack. Okay. So, guys, to wrap up today's stream, I'm going to do some more Q&A here. So any questions about SE in general, we can get done now. Hit me up in the chat now. And keep an eye out on the Steam Workshop for this going public, guys. Dan Miller, welcome. Have a good one, Shepherds. Next week, guys, we actually will have a modder on the stream, I think. I kind of mentioned it before. And if you guys are joining us later today, we just announced a new screenshot competition with many prizes. So check out the War Production screenshot competition now and get stuck in. You have lots of questions. Dan Miller, I definitely recommend joining the Discord. And anyone can tell you what's going on there as well. All hours of the day, the Keen Software House Discord is a great place for information, help, and ideas and advice. But welcome to Space Engineers, Dan. Is there any plan for Keen to do small grid round pipes? It's Chozo. It's a big thing that came up after this update. Nothing is like set for that, but it shouldn't be too hard to add pipes to small grid. But I'd have to. I don't know again about resources. Like obviously we have other updates in the works, so it would be trying to work out, can we take resources from what we're working on to kind of go back and do that. But I hope at some point we'll do that, because I know it seems that pipes are already pretty popular. Unearthed attempts of RAM disappearing on the bug fix sheet? The setting disappearing, Zan. I don't know if that's known by first time I'm hearing about it. I'm not sure if that's been picked up yet. Dedicated server hosting. Hold on. Dedicated server hosting. Is there more viable, suitable set for this? I've been playing since alpha and have nothing but bad luck in dedicated. Not too sure where to go nowadays. There's some great hosts in the chat, and maybe we can get some, recommendations from chat. Who do you guys recommend for Space Engineers dedicated server hosting? Yep, you can program stuff. We have this in-game programming, dang it, Miller. They have a programmable block, and that plus modding and scripts, it's opens up stuff massively. NPCs and quests. Definitely something we talk about probably at least once a week in Railroad, and I know it's having more stuff to shoot at and interact with in the world is definitely high up on the kind of list there of things that we know. That players are really wanting, and I would love to see it. We've recently taken a look at a really cool mod called AI Enabled, and you can check the YouTube channel for my kind of preview of that mod. I'm personally really hoping we could do something like that. And Nero to burst through some clouds here. I'm sold. I'm buying it now. There we go. Great. Good job, guys. We've converted a new player to a new person to become a space engineer. Great. And really, Dan, if you need help with programming and so on, definitely with the Discord, there's in-game programming channels and chat and stuff. So yeah. Is there any reason why there are no faces for the armor plates? Typically 1x1x1 and 1x1x2. There are no faces? I don't quite know what you mean, Ashura. Oh, do you mean corners? Yeah, do you mean corners? Because I know there was a problem, people missing out on having the 1x1x1 corner. Yeah, diagonal faces, right? Yes, that is true. And there's another one on the list, which is I think is more recently been noticed. It was noticed on day one that everyone was missing these. So I would definitely like to call the 1x1 corner face. because that's the most common one I think that would really be used. Because we have a window version as well, so I would expect that to come at some point. I don't know for sure, but I'll have to check up on that one on the next meeting actually. See if there was something decided about that or anything. I like a roleplay style voice communication system which works distance-based, so if a person is next to you, they'll hear it, but for further out, you'll need like a radio transmitter antenna or something. Is there not a mod for that? I don't know. More role-playing in Space Engineers. There are some role-play servers out there, Mr. J. I haven't checked them in for a while, but there definitely is some good stuff out there. Yeah, 1x1 pyramid block. Oh, just in like a normal grid. Yeah, true. Another like a block that's ugly missing. Was that lightning? Oh, sorry, was that lightning or was that? I looked away. Was that a warhead? I don't know what happened there. I just saw an explosion on the screen. That may have been lightning. Just destroyed the ship there. Anything for VR? No plans for VR now. Broken. Again, I love VR. A lot of people at Keen love VR, but it would be a big resource sink. And again, we're still trying to do features that will benefit the most amount of people. And unfortunately, VR is still it is big. It's getting bigger and bigger every year, but it's still only it would be a small percentage of our players. So, yeah, I would love to see it, but nothing planned yet at the moment. But you can experience the Space Engineers universe in VR. If you search Space Engineers VR. There's actually a kind of demo made by a community member, by a modder, Sectan, that allows you to kind of see blocks and see a Space Engineer's world in VR. So if you want to experience something, I'd check that out. You haven't found anything like that? That's really weird, Mr. J. I don't know, honestly. I don't know off the top of my head if that is something that... Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. That is lightning. Yeah, I just saw it. Wow. So flying through a nebula like this would be very dangerous as well. You don't want to spend much time in there. Look at that. No problem, B-Dub. I've got to wrap it up, actually, here pretty soon, because I've just got some stuff to take care of this evening. But I definitely, we always have these every Thursday. Next week we have a modder interview. And we will also be doing... more Q&A as always. So hopefully I got some questions done tonight. It went quickly. It went quickly today after announcing the contest. What is Keen Community Network? Keen Community Network, Dan, is the community channel for our company. Where we host these developer streams. It's an official channel here, but we often stream on YouTube as well, but any plans for a big threat that us Space Engineers will combat using our building skills? So again, Darkstorm, like wow, completely gone now, evaporated. So you can come to these streams every Thursday, Dan, around the same time, and we're always here showcasing something cool, looking at some mods, doing some interviews with developers, or just answering questions. So yeah. Okay, great. Sorry, that's important. Okay, so guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there for today. One of a shorter Devs Lost in Space stream, but I'll try to make up for it next week. So let's see, who do we have in the chat tonight for this showcase Devs Lost in Space hangout? Thank you so much to Jackaria for the showcase of the. Hold on. Thank you so much to Jackaria. Sorry, Django just trying to break into the room. Of the Storm. Nebula stuff here. Great stuff, Jack. Thanks to Climb for doing the servers and the social showcase stuff. And thanks also to Kianata for launching the screenshot competition with here for us today. In the chat, send me a link, Climb. Zadren, Even Star, Broken Thumb, Jim Fingers, Sky King, Old Grumpy, Dun Heiko, J Matches, Duke Skyloafer, Vrotal, Sugarfett, Lamented, Derpius, Renzo, Mystery Man, Tenable, Math, Mr. J Gamer, Demetrius, Star Driver, Karmak, Rotal, Derpius Turtle, Climb, J Matcha, Krathor, Kianata, Smoky, Torch Totem, Avanes, Jamacha, Aderinen, Dark Storm, Alex, Claudius, Chozo, Old Grumpy. I think I got everyone there. And let me bring up this once again. Screenshot competition, guys. Check it out. The link in the chat, and you guys can win all kinds of prizes for making awesome screenshots inspired by the latest update, the war effort. I think a good, yeah. Just we're just gonna take the 2081 out of that. Kianata. That was just some left over from a draft there. I just snuck in there. But that's other than that. Definitely check out that post about the competition. Jackson Core as well, Shrewwinkle, Silverbane, Mad Dog. Yeah, have you got a link for me, Climb? You said like community video as if you had something. I don't know, maybe you do. If you've got something, you can send it to me real quick and I can put it on stream. We haven't done the community video outro for a while because I haven't had anything lined up. But if you got something. Railroad as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I also don't feel great right now. I still have this. My stomach is kind of throbbing, you know. So I've got some kind of pain in my stomach right now. So I need to take it easier, I think. But yeah, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you all next Thursday for another Devs Lost in Space. Until next time, if in doubt, jump drive out.